So I kind of felt like I had to make a video addressing this because it is bothering the living fuck out of me. I don't usually make a lot of content. I've got a few TikTok videos, I got a few YouTube videos, but I'm a gamer. I love games. I love playing games. I've got a Steam Deck, PlayStation, computer. I play a lot. My genres are all over the place. I like, like Boulder's Gate, old games. I like new games like Doom and Fallout and Skyrim and Call of Duty. I mean, like, the list goes on and on and on. I played tons of games. I primarily was a console player. I want to say 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, I went ahead and invested in a nice PC and started some PC gaming stuff, mainly because I wanted to play like some of the cooler titles that at the time had some really awesome mods, like Skyrim, for example, Fallout. You couldn't get good mods on the PlayStation. So I kind of made that switch, and I had played COD games since like Call of Duty 3, like the old, PlayStation 2 or 3 fucking games, which barely had online multiplayer at the time. It was barely starting to grow. So I've been playing COD games forever, right? I had a pretty steady progression through the games as far as skill level, got better and better. I started getting um, a lot of positive games. I want to say like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, 3, and 4, I played the most. I played like Modern Warfare 1 and 2 a little bit, 3 maybe, I don't remember. I know I played a couple in between there, like Ghost. Oh my god, Call of Duty Ghost, what a nightmare. Anyway, I've always had over one ratio, like since the dawn of COD games started. I started the very first person shooter game was Halo. I played on the Xbox with my wife's brother, and we played a couple rounds, and I was like, I was horrible. I the controls, like, I'd never used a first person game for shooting, and so like using the two joysticks for me was just tough. But I got a couple of kills that night, and I was like, that felt really good. I want to do that some more. So I went out and I bought the first COD game I'd played and played online. Da, 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 da. Anyway, Call of Duty Cold War comes around, and I decided for the first time I wanted to do all the things I never really did in other COD games. So I wanted to try the sniping, and I wanted to try getting all the camos, because I never fucked with any of that shit. I just played the game for fun. I don't play like every fucking day. I'm not a professional. I don't do tournaments. I fucking play the game for fun, shits and giggles, right? So I was like, this time I'm really gonna go in on Cold War and on Black Ops 4, both of them. I did both of them pretty hard. Black Ops 4, I think, is the one with dark matter camo. I unlocked, like, I taught myself how to quick scope. I, got all the camos unlocked for every gun, got dark matter for every gun, all that shit. So I really went hard in that game. Cold War comes out, and I decide, I've done all that, but I'd hit a ceiling, right? Like a skill ceiling. Like, I'd even like done what These Knives Only does, and I'd pulled out melee weapons and tomahawks, which just running around for fucking days. I mean, weeks, months, just tomahawking and melee kills only. Super fun. I loved it. But Cold War came out, and I'd bought the first person shooter game I'd ever bought on a PC. I mean, like Fallout, shit like that, but nothing like competitive, nothing online, nothing multiplayer, right? First one I bought on a PC. I started with a controller hooked up to the PC. It worked all right, I didn't love it because I had a PlayStation controller and the controls were wonky for PlayStation controllers on PC. Like, you needed an Xbox, so I dumped it a couple of weeks after playing with it and picked up the mouse and keyboard and was completely shit. Like, completely shit. I could not track a fucking thing. If somebody comes in a room and just like sidesteps a little bit, I'm like fucking can't fucking hit him. So I said, I'm not gonna do the controller. I'm gonna stick with this shit, and I'm gonna fucking get better at it. And so I tweaked all my settings. I went out and bought the G5 Hero mouse from Logitech. I've got a Razer keyboard that I like, and I just fucking went all in on that shit. And it took me a while, but in like all past Call of Duty games, I had struggled to get above like I think 1.5558 KD. Wasn't it wasn't bad, but well, I'm not like pro or really good. But that game, I put in countless hours trying to get better at keyboard and mouse. I leveled up all the guns in the game. So I leveled up all the SMGs, all the assault rifles, all the LMGs, all the snipers. I leveled up every gun in the game with keyboard and mouse. And I liked the LMGs and the snipers, especially with keyboard and mouse, because long range mouse is just way fucking better. You can really get on target and stay on target a lot better than you can with a controller. Controllers, I'm sorry, I know this is like controversial. Controller players have a huge advantage up close. The amount of aim assist that helps with the tracking up close, because the movements are so much quicker on the screen. It's just controllers just dominate me. Even still, up close, I still struggle. I can get kills, but it's a lot harder on the keyboard and mouse up close. Long range, snipers. I loved sniping. I sniped all the time. I even got pretty decent at quick scoping on a keyboard and mouse. I would say better than Fallout or Black Ops 4, because in Black Ops 4 they didn't have aim assist on snipers, and I didn't know that until like after I'd gotten Dark Matter. So I'd been like struggling to fucking aim with a controller up close and quick scope in that game. That's how I fucking learned, right? It was like the first COD game that they're like, snipers don't need aim assist. Fuck those guys. Like that's the time I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do that. It was stupid, but I had fun, and I got pretty good at the quick scoping. Same thing on Cold War. I got pretty good at quick scoping. I was really good with I think LMGs. I think the Stoner and the M60, like top guns for me. And I think it's M60, and then the sniper that's kind of like the Locust, I think is what it was. It kind of resembled that one. It was released later in the game. I got that was as my second gun. And then the Pellington was up there too, and then the Stoner. Mostly those were from leveling it, honestly, the kills that I got from it. But I stuck with the M60 and that the other sniper the most. I switched between the two, and the dual pistols. Right, I know this is a long video, pretty boring. But anyway, the ratio I had in that game was like 2.58, which that game compared to other older titles, I'm kind of trying to remember when they switched to. At one point, when I was having like a 1.33 KD and a 1.58 KD, that was pure KD. You did not get credit if you didn't kill the guy. If you did 99.999% of the damage and some guy hits him with a slight grenade blast or grazes his foot with a bullet and gets the kill, he gets credit for it and you don't. So the 2.58 I didn't think was too impressive in that game in Cold War, because, you damage 5 people and somebody blows them up with a score streak, you get 5 kills. Like, that's kind of stupid, but that's neither here nor there. I was decent with the keyboard and mouse. I was okay at the keyboard and mouse. So then I bought EA Play recently, and I have played Battlefield games a little, not much. I didn't really like them. They're a little slower for me, very campy, very sit in a bush and wait for somebody to go by and shoot them in the back kind of games, and that I don't like that shit. Like, it's not fun. It's not enjoyable to just constantly be like, where is every fucking body? Like, why am I being shot in the back constantly? Like, that's not fun for me. But I wanted to give it another shot. I'd heard Battlefield 2042 was fucking awful at launch. I think I remember playing it on a trial, and there was a lot of bugs. Like, Kaleidoscope, I remember falling through the map a couple times and like to my death, and I'm like, this is what they're giving us. I mean, like, so I didn't play it, but EA Play gave it away for free with that subscription, and I bought EA Play because they had some Need for Speed games that I love. They have It Takes Two, which I play with my wife. It's a great like 2-person co-op strategy like puzzle game. We really enjoy that, so I went ahead and bought it. But Battlefield 2042 was included, so I went ahead and installed it. And I kind of had the same mindset. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get better at this fucking game. Except you can't get better at that game. I have put in, as of the recording of this video, 176 hours into Battlefield 2042. I have played a multitude of game modes. from team deathmatch to breakthrough, conquest, rush. Like I've tried them all, and I've played a bunch, and I have tried many different guns. Like almost all assault rifles, I have the 3 like pips for mastery, so I've unlocked almost every attachment for those guns. Um, I've gotten several of the snipers. I've got almost every gun unlocked. Like I've put some time into these guns, and you can't get there's no skill ceiling that you can ever obtain. Like you're never gonna improve any. Like you're never gonna hit a wall. Like you can't get any better. You literally start out never getting better. There's something wrong with the fucking game. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the mouse and keyboard input. Um, I've noticed on the big maps, Conquest and Breakthrough, especially Conquest with the 128 people, is nearly unfucking playable for me. I don't know like what it is. I just got out of a breakthrough where halfway through the match, I kept fucking dying, even though I was shooting first, even when I was on target. My bullets weren't fucking hitting and registering. I would shoot somebody and get them to 90% health and be dropped instantly, by a fucking assault rifle, and I'm like, why, if I'm shooting first and I've got him 90% of the way down and I haven't been hit yet, does he just turn to me and drop me like that? Like, so I think there's some kind of lag going on in the big matches, to the point where like there's some hit detection issues in that game. Like I said, I've put 175 hours. I know about when I'm hitting targets and should be getting, like, if somebody's sitting still and I've got a thermal scope on them and I'm fucking nailing them with an LMG at 100 meters away, and I on the keyboard and mouse, like the recoil is so fucking bad. You guys don't understand. Y'all controller players and the people grappling about the PC players, it's not PC players are good. It's that PC players are fucking hacking. Because there's no fucking way anybody can control this recoil and hit detection issues and input lag issues and be good at this fucking game on a keyboard and mouse. It's not fucking possible. I don't think. Like, not good in the sense of like they're dominating your fucking lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that that Battlefield, y'all gripe so much about Battlefield in the PC player community, tells me that it's not normal people playing the game, for fun, that's killing you guys. It's these fucking PC guys that are probably using hacks because I've seen videos of them having 0 fucking recoil, and I've heard people complain about, oh, PC has no recoil. No, the recoil is so fucking bad that anything beyond 10 fucking meters, 20 meters from me, most of the guns, if it has a switch fire, I have to single shot it, because no matter what I do, the mouse feels like it does fucking nothing. Like, the mouse input is so fucking broken, without hacks, without playing. I don't use any kind of cheats. I never have. I don't care to. I want to get better at games. I enjoy playing the game. So I've never used anything like that. But I'm telling you, without any kind of hack, there's no way that people are controlling this recoil and dealing with the same hit detection issues and the mouse input problems that I have. Like, it's inconsistent as fuck. Like, and like I said, I've put countless hours into first-person shooter games. I played the entire Cold War series, leveled up every fucking gun, all that shit with a keyboard and mouse. Like, so I can tell you, I'm not a pro, but there's something fucking wrong with this input. It feels like the mouse stops working every few seconds. Like, you'll be trying to control the recoil and you'll be on target for 50% of the guy's health, and then all of a sudden it's like the mouse stops responding to your inputs and he'll start moving away and you'll try to follow him, but the mouse just kind of keeps recoiling in the normal pattern it does, and all your control just fucking gone for a couple seconds, and it causes me to lose gunfight after gunfight. I still suck at tracking. Let me be fair. At tracking in close range, like, I don't even try. I usually go for, say 50 meters or more of engagement distance between me and the enemy. And so, like, sometimes it'll be fine. Sometimes I'll lock into a target and I'll be controlling the recoil and I'll just fucking take his ass out. No fucking issue. And another time, it's like I couldn't hit the fucking broadside of a barn with this fucking mouse. and it's only this game. That's why I think there's something wrong with Battlefield 2042. I don't know it. Conspiratorialists put our conspiracy hats on, but it almost feels like the developers are like trying to screw up PC players because they know that the hacks that they're using are so fucking dominant in their games that they're wiping out controller players, and it's harming the community. So that's what I think's going on. That's why I think they added the recoil. Is they're like, oh no, we're trying to address the issue of players being so good. We're gonna up the recoil, And I think they're fucking with hit detection. I think they're fucking with the mouse input. I think it's all done on purpose. I don't think it's a bug. I think it's a feature of the game. They're trying to level that field between the PC players and the controller players. And unfortunately, even though it may be a small percentage of PC players that hack, it may be like 5% or 2%, whatever it is, but they're so dominant in those lobbies that it feels like PC players are better. But I've seen plenty of them that are dog shit, on my own team. Like, I'm one of them. I'm just an average player. I don't go hard into the games like other people do. But it has made the game fucking unplayable. I was playing Breakthrough just a minute ago, and I couldn't hit anybody. Every shot I was shooting, I was missing 90% of my bullet. I think my accuracy in the game's like 17%. I plugged up my controller to the PC and was immediately locking on dudes and locking on their heads. And it's like, and at range, I was playing the same way. 50 meters beyond. I wasn't trying to get up and close and personal. I was shooting far away, and it is so much fucking easier with a controller that it's like, why did I even bother learning keyboard and mouse if it's dog shit in this game? You know what I mean? And I'm frustrated. I spent so many hours to learn keyboard and mouse that my skills in the controller have diminished in first-person shooter games. I'm not as good as I once was. It's very hard for me now to go backwards to the controller. It feels like it did that first day I played Halo. I'm like, 2 joysticks controlling view and walk. This is weird. I don't like it. And it's just very frustrating. I understand that they're trying to appease everybody, but keyboard and mouse, they need to fix something. They need to do something better with anti-cheat and then just fix the actual input of the normal guys. There's no reason why the recoil on a gun should be so fucking uncontrollable on PC. But on controller, it literally, when I shoot somebody, the recoil, all it does is put it up to their fucking head and give me headshots. Like, that's been my experience. Every time I've gotten frustrated with the controller or the keyboard and mouse and switched to controller, that's been in my experience. It's like, this is so much fucking easier. I wish I was better at this. Like, I don't know the keybinds on the controller, for example. I can't switch my ammo type and my scopes as easily because I'm just not fucking used to controller, and I don't feel like fucking learning it just because they want to treat the keyboard and mouse players like dog shit. Like, it's frustrating, man. I'm very upset about the game and the state that it's in right now, like the hit detection issues. And I've noticed too, on Team Deathmatch is a much smaller subset of people. There's fewer people playing that, and there's fewer people in the map, right? So there's a much smaller like player pool in that. And I've noticed in the big maps with lots of people, the input lag, the like bullets not registering is way fucking worse than in TDM. In TDM, I'm pretty sure I'm like close to a 1.8 ratio in Team Deathmatch because the smaller group size lags out so much less. The hit detections there are so much less. You can feel it. You'll be shooting a guy and you just get hit marker, dead. And you're like, why doesn't it feel this crisp and good in Conquest and Breakthrough and Rush? Because those are the game modes I honestly want to play. I want jets and I want tanks. Like, I like playing as a mechanic, repairing shit and blowing up stuff. Like, that's fun for me. I just want to play the game and have fun. I don't want to sit here and fight my mouse for control over my fucking aim. Like, that's what it feels like I'm doing. It feels like I'm constantly battling this fucking mouse to try to get it to do what I want it to do, when I know it does it in other fucking games. Like, I don't have this issue in Cold War, for example. I haven't played any of the new Call of Duty titles, but that was kind of the last hurrah for me. I'm getting older. My eyesight's not as good, you know. I didn't feel like getting into another game. The skill-based matchmaking system in that game, to be fair, that's not a great game. That was not a great game. The skill-based matchmaking in that game was horrendous. Hackers were in that game from the beginning too. Like, I seen a lot of wall hacking. I seen a lot of people that they would know exactly where you are. I seen a guy one time, he was tracking me. I was behind like a tree and a barrel, and I was kind of like moving side to side in that tree and barrel, and then I came out and would shoot and then go back in and go side to side and then come out and shoot. And about the third time I did that, he shot me and killed me. Well, I watched the kill cam, and the dude is tracking me through the tree and the barrel each time. Like, he knows exactly where I am. I've been shot through smoke with no thermals. Like, the dude just like fucking locked into my position, you know, hit me with a fucking sniper. So I know that there was wall hacks and bullshit going on in that game. And I know that there's shit like that going on Battlefield. I seen a guy with like 113 kills and like 11 deaths. It was some crazy fucking ratio like that in a breakthrough game. So I know it's happening. You know, I get it, but man, it feels like there's something broken about this game. You know, and I know there's a big controversy over PC players are like, you know, controllers have aim assists and it's so much easier and so much better and blah, 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 blah. And then controller players are like, PC have better flick and they can, you know, move their aim a lot faster and get over on target a lot faster. And all that shit is fucking true. Controller players have an advantage. It's close quarter combat, 100%. It is there. It's real. You know, close up, it's much harder to track with the mouse. I can't jump around and spin 360s while shooting people like I can on a controller. You know what I'm saying? Like, but long range, yeah, PC has an advantage. I can snipe people. In this game, I can snipe people pretty good. Like, the hit detection's not as bad with the sniper for some reason, but it's like anything else, and half of all my bullets go past. I've seen them just pass right through their fucking bodies, and I'm like, how is that not a hit? Like, I'm watching it. Like, I like to use the thermal scopes because it's easier to see people. So I use an LMG right now that's called the, hold on, I got the game pulled up, Avankis. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't really talk to people about this game. I don't have any friends. But that's the gun I'm currently using, and you know, I'll just switch it real quick so y'all can see. I've got a bunch of like pips on a lot of different guns, you know. But that's the one, and like, you know, you can see the bullets when you fire on them, because I fire a single shot for anything over like probably 100 meters, because you just can't control the recoil on the mouse. Like, you just fucking can't. So I'll just be sitting there, boom, 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 and I'll hit a guy. I won't move. I'll have the same fucking locked in aim on that guy and shoot again, and it'll pass right through him and do nothing. And I'm like, and I'll shoot 5, 6, 7, 8 bullets into this guy, and maybe 3 will hit him, and then I'm dead. It's like, they need to fix it. They need to do something with this fucking game. Yeah, I probably won't play first-person shooters much going forward. It's just Cold War and this game have left such a bad taste in my mouth for, you know, the hacking, the issues with the input on this game. It's just, yeah, play something else, I guess.